Talking with Turo.
Yo, everybody, what's up? It's your boy Turo here. We're talking with Turo, and I'm here at the Rock Box for the Kill Iconic tour coming in. And today it's San Antonio, Texas. I'm here with Andrés. Andrés, how you feeling, brother?
Amazing.
Dude, so I know we're gonna save it for the camera, but I really wanted to ask you, just out of curiosity, dude. I've seen you since Jack's Patio Bar.
Yeah.
I've seen you for a good while. How do you feel about all the progress that you've done so far after all these years?
It feels kind of slow at times, but then, sometimes it feels deserved.
When you say slow, what do you mean?
I think that sometimes I'll play shows, I'll headline shows, and they won't do as great in certain cities. But then sometimes I'll headline shows, and they'll do, really great in other cities. And, San Antonio is always a great example of a city that I do good in and that I really feel things are going good in my career. But there are other cities where things aren't going so great. So I just feel like there's more work to be done.
Dude, so out of curiosity, how does it work when, you have to make touring, the main thing that's for you? Because, sometimes if you're working, you have to call out for work and this and that. So how does that work when you do it that way?
So, this is the only thing I do for work. And I go on tour 3 or 4 months out of the year. And when I'm not on tour, I'm writing the music that I'm going to release eventually. And I'm an independent artist.
But one question is, when did you first start Andrés, the project?
I started this project in 2016 or 2017. And then I released my first album as Andrés 2017. And I hit the road pretty hard. I hit it immediately, and I haven't stopped ever since. And I used to work a job, so that was kind of a thing that I had to navigate. But now, this is all I do. It's one of those things where if it's your job and you're an independent contractor, you have to set your own schedule. You can't wait for anybody to make your schedule for you. So, if I don't get any tour offers, I'll book my own headlining tour, for example. I'm always working on music to make sure that I release an album every couple years to keep things going. So, if you decide that music is going to be your job, you have to treat it like it's your job, and you have to create your own schedule.
Now, I know that sometimes it can be difficult, dude, because like you said, you have to treat it like a job. It's a profession. It's your main employment, right? So, you have to work really hard to book the shows, to write the music. Now, here's one question that I have, dude, is this. It's how do you manage so much of that time to do all of that for you, dude?
Well, if you look at it touring 3 or 4 months out of the year, that leaves, you essentially have 8 or 9 months to write and record an album. And 8 or 9 months to me is plenty of time. 8 or 9 months to me it's a good amount of time to really plan out an album and just really give it your all kind of thing.
Dude, so that's great, dude. And I love that so much, man, because it means that you really love this shit so much. So I want to ask you this, dude. It's when did you meet Donovan, or when did you have your first, I won't call it first big break, but I know, I feel like you've been playing music for a long time since you were young.
Yeah, I was. I met Donovan when I was 18 years old. So his band, Hail the Sun, they were touring in California, and they played at my house when I was 18 years old. That's where my relationship with them began, when I was 18 years old. So we kept in touch. We played a couple shows with them, and then throughout all of that, eventually when I did rebrand as a solo artist, I still was in touch with him. And it took a long time for him to kind of get involved in what I was doing. It took a really long time. I was doing a lot of really DIY shit, I wasn't really I didn't have a lot of worth at the time. I had to really prove myself for years and years and years before somebody like Donovan was oh, okay, I'm interested in investing in what you're doing.
Okay, so here's my own personal opinion, dude. Because I still feel like I'm small time, but I'm pushing and I'm pushing and I'm pushing. Do you feel like Donovan needed to see that consistency from you?
I think anyone in any job, anyone needs to see consistency. A lot of bands ask me what should I do? What should I do? And my answer always comes from my personal experience, which is just do it. Just go on tour. And they're well, how do you go on tour? figure it out. Like I had to figure it out. I had to figure out how to record my own songs. I had to figure out to release my own music. I had to figure out how to do music videos. I had to figure out how to go on tour. So it's just like, just do it. Just figure it out and do it. And like, if you keep doing it, your name will appear on enough flyers to where people will start to realize, oh, this guy's doing shit. Or like, this band is doing shit. I keep seeing this band's name on like different flyers and stuff.
Dude, I'm so glad that you said that, Andres, because here's what I've been telling people lately is this. The internet is in the palm of your fucking hands, dude. You
could utilize that any way you want these days. Any way you want.
You can do whatever the fuck you want if you really want to, dude. So, like, the fact that you said you had to learn it on your own, you had to do this, and I get it, dude. Like, people have questions, like, how do I do it? But my opinion is, like, dude, if you really want to fucking learn, look it up.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Yes, yeah. You got to email other bands in other cities. I mean, when I first started touring, it was show swapping. I would message a band on MySpace that live in Texas. Or not MySpace, Facebook. I would be like, hey, if you can book me a show in Austin, I'll book you a show in Bakersfield. Show swapping. So I would do that enough to where I made my own contacts, and then I was able to book my own tours. So it's just like, where there's a will, there's a way, you know? Like, when people ask me, like, well, how do you go on tour? I'm like, bruv, figure it out, bro. You got to figure it out.
Dude, I appreciate you saying that, Andres, because, dude, I've, like, my band has opened up for you, you know, like, maybe once or twice. No, a couple times, actually, because I know you've been on the bill with, like, Hella Sun and Sianvar. And here's the thing that I really admire about you, dude, is that, like, you just keep fucking pushing, bro. You got the music videos, you got the fucking music, you're putting that shit out there, and you're going on tour, dude. And the fact that, like, you're doing the marketing and everything, I really admire it so much, brother.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's like, it's never ending, and I'm never, like, content with where I am. So I just, like, feel like there's this need to keep pushing. So, like, I'm just gonna keep pushing.
Dude, I'm so glad to fucking hear that, dude. I would love to get a podcast episode, a full episode with you one day.
Yeah.
So, like,
I love podcasts. I love doing podcasts.
So I don't mind flying out to you to California if I have to.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know.
But hey, brother, look, man, all the fans love you, dude. Like, every time that I see you play, I see people singing your songs. How does that make you feel when you see that?
It's the only thing that, like, I've ever wanted, really. Not to be sentimental.
No, dude, I'm getting excited. Go ahead.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I just want people to sing along to the words and, like, to resonate with the music. Like, to me, that's the most important thing.
Andres, I appreciate you so much, brother. You the fucking man.
Appreciate you, doggy.
I was the guy, everybody. Andres. And then for the people that don't know, because we know, but for the people that don't know, tell them where they can find you.
Everything is under Andrés A Musica. So ANDRESA for my last name, Aparicio, and then Musica, which is just music in Spanish, Musica. Andrés A Musica. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Okay.
Hey, talking with Turo. Vámonos.